Have you ever wondered what it would be like if our world was under threat from a superpowered villain team? It's an ordinary day, just like any other. The sun is shining, people are going about their lives, completely unaware of the dark cloud looming on the horizon. Suddenly the peace is shattered. The villainous Dark Moon team launches an unexpected, devastating attack. Buildings crumble to the ground, fires break out across cities, painting a grim picture of the impending doom. Out of the chaos, a beacon of hope emerges. The Hadgers, a team of superheroes, each with unique abilities and weapons, rise to the challenge. Their voices ring out over the din, echoing their unyielding determination to protect the Earth. They're ready to face the darkness, to fight for their home. But little do they know, their greatest challenge is just beginning. Unbeknownst to them, their greatest challenge was just beginning. The battle lines were drawn, and the Hadgers were ready to defend the Earth. This was it, the moment they had all been preparing for. The clash of two colossal forces, each with their own agenda, their own power, and their own determination. The Hadgers, a team of Earth's bravest and most powerful, each with their own unique superpowers and weapons, launched into battle. The air was filled with a cacophony of sounds, a symphony of chaos, as beams of light met dark energy, and the ground beneath them shook with the force of their conflict. Amidst the turmoil, their voices cut through the noise. Each word, each phrase revealed more about them. They were not just warriors, they were individuals, each with their own personality, their own strength. They fought not just with their powers and weapons, but with their hearts, their spirits, their unyielding resolve. The severity of the battle was undeniable. Cities burned, the earth trembled, and the sky, once blue and clear, was now filled with the ominous clouds of war. Yet, in the face of such overwhelming devastation, the Hadgers did not falter. They stood tall, unyielding, their faces set in grim determination. They were the bulwark against the storm, the beacon of hope amidst the darkness. The Dark Moon villains, in contrast, were a force to be reckoned with. Their power was immense, their intent malevolent. They brought with them a darkness, a coldness that threatened to engulf the world. Yet, against the united front of the Hadgers, even they seemed to falter. This was more than just a battle of superpowers. This was a clash of ideals, of values. It was a testament to the strength of unity, the power of courage, and the unwavering spirit of those who dare to stand against the tide. Despite the odds, the Hadgers stood their ground, their unity their greatest strength. They were a beacon in the darkness, a symbol of resilience in the face of adversity. And as the battle raged on, they held on to the one thing that mattered most: hope. In the heat of the battle, the Hadgers discovered a new strategy. A strategy born out of necessity as they faced the Dark Moon villains, who were hell-bent on conquering the Earth. As the battle raged on, the Hadgers found strength in their unity. Each hero, unique in their powers and weapons, began to understand the synergistic potential of their combined might. Their unity became their greatest weapon, and the tide of battle began to turn in their favor. The Hadgers, with their relentless spirit, began to push back, sending wave after wave of counterattacks against the Dark Moon villains. Their clever strategies began to outwit the villains, showing that the power of good could indeed triumph over the darkness. In the midst of this fierce combat, an idea sparked in the minds of our heroes. A dialogue ensued, revealing their extraordinary plan. They realized they could use their combined powers to open a stargate, a portal to another dimension, a realm where they could banish the Dark Moon villains once and for all. A parallel world where these villains could no longer pose a threat to Earth. The realization of this plan filled the Hadgers with renewed vigor. Their spirits soared, their determination solidified. The unity that had been their strength in the battle now became their beacon of hope. The Stargate was more than just a plan. It symbolized a chance to save their beloved Earth, to protect the people they had sworn to defend. The Hadgers knew the task was monumental, the risk colossal, but they also knew that they had no choice. This was their moment, their opportunity to stand against the darkness and bring back the light. Their unity, their strategy, their hope, all these factors set the stage for the ultimate showdown. With renewed hope, the Hadgers prepared to execute their daring plan. They stood ready, their hearts filled with courage, their minds focused on the task at hand. The battle was far from over, but the tide had turned. It was time for the final showdown. The Hadgers, our gallant guardians, stood their ground, each one a beacon of hope in the chaos. They were battered, bruised, but unbroken. Their hearts were filled with the fire of determination, their spirits as indestructible as the earth they were protecting. "Let's end this!" roared the leader of the Hadgers, his voice echoing through the mayhem. His command was met with a battle cry from his comrades, a resounding affirmation of their unyielding resolve. The air was electric with their shared conviction, their shared purpose. They were not just a team, but a family that was ready to fight until the very end. The heroes moved as one, their unique powers and weapons blending seamlessly into a force of nature. They were a storm, a tsunami, an earthquake, tearing through the ranks of the Dark Moon villains. Each punch, each blast was a declaration of their resolve, their commitment to protect their home. Their actions spoke louder than any words could. "Never surrender!" cried one, her voice a beacon amongst the chaos. "For our home!" shouted another. Their words were not just battle cries, they were promises. Promises to each other, to their world, and to the people they were fighting for. The Hadgers fought with everything they had, each strike pushing the Dark Moon villains closer to the Stargate. They fought for their fallen comrades, for the cities in ruin, for the people living in fear. They fought for a future where the Earth could live in peace. It was a battle of wills, of strength, of courage. It was a battle that tested the Hadgers to their core, but they did not falter, did not waver. They stood strong, united by their common goal. With one final push, the Hadgers drove the Dark Moon villains into the Stargate. Their battle cries echoed in the aftermath, a testament to their bravery, their determination, and their unwavering belief in each other. The Stargate closed behind the retreating villains, leaving behind a world that was once again at peace. But for how long, only time would tell. With the Dark Moon villains banished, peace returned to Earth. The smoke of battle cleared, revealing the resilient figures of the Hadgers amidst the remnants of a world once on the brink of catastrophe. Their hearts echoed with a collective sigh of relief, their spirits unbroken by the trials they had faced. Each hero stood tall, their eyes reflecting the pride of a hard-fought victory. The echoes of their triumphant words filled the air, a testament to their unyielding courage and determination. They spoke of resilience, of the strength that had brought them through the storm, and the unity that would see them face any future threats. Their voices carried a message of hope, a promise to the world that they would always be its guardians, its shield against the darkness. Their resilience was a beacon, a light that would forever shine in the face of adversity. The Hadgers had won the day, but they knew that they must always be ready to protect their world. But was this truly the end? The echo of this question lingers in the air, a haunting reminder of the battle that has just concluded. The cities are still smoldering, the air thick with smoke and the bitter taste of victory. The world has been saved, but at what cost? The Hadgers, our valiant heroes, stand tall amidst the ruins. They have fought with all their might, with every ounce of their superpowers to protect our Earth. Each one of them, unique in their abilities and their weapons, has contributed to this victory. They have battled in the sky, in space, on land, and in the ocean. They have defended our world against the Dark Moon villains, and now they have peace. Yet, the silence that follows the tumult of the war is not one of finality. There is a sense of anticipation, a quiet tension that tugs at the edges of this tranquility. The Dark Moon villains have been chased into a parallel world through the Stargate, but who's to say they won't return? The threat of their dark powers still looms, casting long shadows over the victory of the Hadgers. But our heroes are not oblivious to this potential threat. Their eyes, hardened by the battle, are vigilant. Their voices, though tired, carry an undertone of determination. The dialogue between them suggests a readiness for whatever may come. They have faced the darkness once, and they are prepared to do it again, if need be. Their resolve is unwavering, their spirits unbroken. The Hadgers have proven themselves to be the true guardians of our Earth. Their promise to protect us from any future threats is as solid as the ground beneath our feet. They are the beacon of hope in a world that has seen too much destruction. As long as the Hadgers stand guard, the Earth remains safe. For now. This is not just a statement, but a pledge. a pledge that instills faith and yet leaves us on the edge of our seats. Because in this world of superheroes and villains, the end is never really the end, is it?